So the topic is recruitment, selection, and training. So when we talk about recruitment, we're talking about employing workers. So here I goes. It is the process of attracting and appointing the right people into a vacant position. So it is important for businesses or for companies to, whenever they have to employ the right people into the right position. Not just that you have to recruit or you have to employ someone because of employing sake. You have to employ that individual that you feel is going to be able to carry out the job or the function that you want him or her to carry out. So it is the role of the human resources department to go on with recruitment, selection, and training process. Do you get what I'm saying here? In the company, there's always the human resources department. The human resources department is saddled with the responsibility to recruit, to select, and to employ the right person for the position. So, why would the company want to employ or recruit a staff or an employee? These are the reasons of recruiting an employee. Number one, the business may be expanding, which means more staff are needed. We could recruit more workers because we are expanding our business. And when we are expanding, we need more hands. Expansion means that the business is growing, yes or no? So growth could be in terms of the output. Growth might be in terms of the premises. So whatever way it is, in as much as the business is growing, it means more workers. So that's why I said here, the business will be expanding, which means more staff are needed. So we are employing more workers, we are recruiting because we are expanding our business. Maybe we have a new branch somewhere, so we need to employ workers to that branch. Two, people are leaving and they need to be replaced. Whenever an individual leaves your job or leaves a company, that individual might need to be replaced. As a result, recruitment must take place. Do you understand the second reason there? An individual is leaving the job. Because if that individual is leaving the job, it needs to be replaced. If I'm leaving this job now, someone has to replace me. So that means the school has to go through the recruitment process to employ an individual, to employ another person to replace me. That's the second reason for recruitment. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. The third one, position has become vacant due to promotion. So sometimes we might be promoted. Maybe you are being promoted from one position to another position. As a result, the position you have right now, you are leaving that position. So someone else has to sit on that position. Someone else has to be in that position. So we might be recruiting as a result of that. What is promotion? Promotion means elevation. That means you have been elevated from one post to another. So because you have been moving from one post to another, someone might need to be replaced, someone might need to replace you in that position that you are living. So the business or the company might go through the recruitment process to select that individual to replace you because you are being promoted. The fourth one, people are needed temporarily to cover for absent employees. So sometimes some workers are not present, maybe due to maternity or paternity. So because they are not going to be present for a period of time, we might need someone or more people to replace them for that period of time. Do you get the point here? We're talking about reasons why companies would want to recruit. The first one is that the business is expanding, and if the business is expanding, they might need more staff. The second one is people leaving the job. Some people might be leaving, and if they are leaving, they might need to be replaced. The third one, someone is being promoted. As a result, the position that is left needs to be filled up. The last one, people might need temporarily to cover up for absent employees. These are the reasons for recruitment process. Is it clear? And note, I said, recruitment process is carried out through the human resources department, the HR team. Now, how do businesses or how do companies recruit? How does the human resources department recruit employees? So that's what we call stages in recruitment and selection. There are stages in recruitment and selection process. It's not that we just going to employ that individual. The individual would have gone through different stages before he finally fill the position. So let's check the stages. The first one, identify the type and number of staff needed. Here we're talking about the vacant position. Identify the type and number of staff needed. That means it's a vacant what? Position. So how many positions are vacant? That will determine the numbers of workers we would need to replace or would need to fill that position. Do we understand the first stage here? Do we understand the first stage? Identifying the number of workers needed. That is the first stage. That means a position has to be filled. There must be a vacancy. There must be a vacancy. Without a vacancy, we don't need recruitment. So recruitment wouldn't occur. Recruitment wouldn't happen without having a vacant position. I think that is clear. Is it clear, please? Yes. 2. Prepare job description and person specification. Here, we're talking about the characteristics of that individual that we're going to employ and the nature of his job. The function he has to or she has to perform. So here we're talking about the characteristics of the potential employee, and these are our responsibilities. That is the second stage. Do we understand the second stage here? We're talking about job description. What kind of job is he going to do? Is he going to be an accountant? It's out here. Yes. What is he going to do? What is going to be his function? What are his functions going to be? That is the job description. Person specification. Who do we need? What are the qualities that person must possess? That means, is he going to be a graduate? Is he an expert in something? Whatever characteristics he or she has to possess must be the person specification. There's job description, his function or her function, the role that is to be filled. Who are we going to employ to fill that role? That is person specification. The kind of person we want. Is he a bachelor degree in science or who is he? What kind of character must he possess before we employ him or her? That's about this. That's the second stage. Then that's stage 1. Then stage 2. Then go to stage 3. Stage 3 is about how you let other people know about this position. It has to be known. If you don't, this is a company. We wouldn't know. People outside wouldn't know if there's a vacancy in this school or not. Yes or no? So it means we need to create awareness about this position. Do you get the point here? We need to create awareness about the vacant position. So we can do this in 2 ways. Maybe we want to employ, we have internal or external. If we are recruiting internal, that means we want to recruit workers within the company. It is internal. If we need workers from outside of the company, it is what? External. So this will determine the kind of advertisement we do. So if we are recruiting within,
so what's internal? For example, like an office job, I would external fall under like delivery services, or you need them outside.
No, it depends on about the job. It depends on what position has to be filled. If it's a position that needs more of someone in-house, then you make it internal. If you think the position needs someone that has been in the organization for a long period of time, then you have to do it internal. But if you think someone else from outside will fit into the job, you can do it external.
Like in another country.
What?
Like someone who works for you in another country or somewhere far.
Well, I told you earlier, it depends on the nature of the job, and it depends on a lot of things.
Saying, would that be external?
Someone out from the country.
Out of the country, just working.
He's out from the country, he's working here.
Yeah, he's helping your business.
No, has it been here before now? Or?
What would be an example of external? Like
external. Yeah, just as I am right now, I am not working here before. I'm just putting my CV here. I'm being called for interview or recruitment process. It's external because I am not here before. But if, as a result of me being here, I need to fill a new position, that is internal. If you are bringing someone from outside that is not been working here, that is internal. But if you are filling the position in someone that is working within the organization, it's external. We might be having, this is a school, we might be having another branch, maybe in Turkey. So bringing someone from Turkey to work here, it's not external, it's internal, because it's still the same school. Is it clear now? Great. So when we talk about advertisement is about the kind of recruitment process we are going through. Is it external or internal? If it is internal, you don't have to advertise. You just make a memo or send emails or send mails to the workers, those that you think should be potential candidates. But if it is external, you have to think about the kind of advertisement you do. Normally, you should think about being cost effective. So you check about the cheapest and effective advertisement process, evaluating the applicants and shortlisting for interview. This stage, we have to think about the kind of people we want. As soon as we are done with advertising, now a lot of people are aware that there is a vacant position. That is the reason why we are advertising the position. Right? As soon as this is done, a lot of people come up with different employment, what do we call it? With different applications. They come up with different applications to apply for that job. Yes or no? So when they apply for that job, because they think they fit in for that job, they will apply. As soon as they apply, the Human Resources Department will now evaluate the shortlisted candidates. And those that the Human Resources Department feel that are qualified will be called for interview. They will be shortlisted for what interview. Do you get the point here? The first stage, there's a vacant position. The second stage, what kind of people do we want for that job? What kind of position they have to fill? The third stage is about, is it internal or external, which will be based on the kind of advertisement we do. The fourth stage is that at that stage, a lot of people would have come up with different applications. So it now depends on the Human Resources Department to choose the most qualified candidate for shortlisting. So as soon as they have been shortlisted, then interview here, the best candidate will be shortlisted. The best candidate will be shortlisted. Are you hearing this? This is when the best candidate will be shortlisted. And as soon as this is done, they will be called for interview. So when you are called for interview, there's going to be the interviewer, and the interviewee. The candidate that is being shortlisted is the interviewee. Those that are going to interview that candidate are what? The interviewer. Do we understand interviewer and interviewee? Interviewer is that individual or those individuals that are going to interview you, that are going to question you about how qualified you are, about your qualification, about your basic specification. Then you that you are being questioned, you are the interviewee. That is the next stage, which is carry out interviews. But you're not going to be the only one. The numbers of applicants that have been shortlisted for interview will be interviewed. As soon as the interview is done, successful candidates, here, the evaluation process. This is where they take the best among the rest. Listen, please. When they are evaluating the interview, this is when they take the best among the rest. At this stage, successful candidates will be called to tell them that, oh, you have been successful and you will be given an appointment in our company. Those that are not successful can also get a feedback. So the fifth stage, stage 5, is where you have the interviewer and the interviewee. As soon as this is done, it goes to stage 6, where we choose the best among the rest. So as soon as this is done, the vacant position is what is filled up. The recruitment process is done. Do we get it? This is the stage. At this stage, as soon as they are done with evaluation, that means we have chosen the best candidate for the job. As soon as that is done, the candidate will be called to fill up the vacant position. And those that are not successful will be called to tell them that they are not successful. You can try another time. Do we understand the stages of recruitment here?
Yes.
Any question about stages of recruitment? Any question?